Good morning, student. My name is Sakshinanda. I am your computer teacher. I hope you all are fit and fine at your home. Today, we will read our first chapter, Parts of Computer.
Today we will start our first chapter, Parts of a Computer. As our body has part, same computer has parts. We will discuss parts of a computer. In this chapter, we will learn how does a computer work, what makes a computer powerful, parts of a computer, disadvantage of a computer. Now we start our chapter. A computer is a useful machine. What is computer? Computer is a useful machine. It is used in almost every sphere of our life. Sphere means every part of our life. We can play game, write letters, draw pictures, listen to music, store information, solve sums, etc. on a computer. All these are work which we can perform on computer. First, play games. Second, write letters, draw pictures, listen music, store information, solve sum, etc. It can work very fast. Computer works very fast compared to human and can do many jobs at the same time. Computer can do many jobs at a time, but a human can't. In the previous class, we learned about the use of computers in different fields. In your last class, means second class, you learned about uses of computer in different fields. Let us quickly revise some of them. Now we will revise some of them. Now, see in diagram. There are some fields where computer used. First, office. In office, computer is used. In hospital, computer is used. For designing, we can use computer. For in banking, computer is used. For animated movies, we use computer. Airport, defense, space research. These are places where computer used. A computer is one of the greatest invention of mankind. Computer is invented by human. It performs the following functions. These four are functions of computer. First is input. What input does? It accepts data given by the user. When you enter any type of data like number, text, etc., input accept that data. Next, processing. What processing done? Works on data according to the instructions. When you give data, processing works on that data with the help of instruction. Output. Output gives the desired result. After processing, output gives us desired results. Next, storage. What storage does? Store the information. Storage is used to store the information. Now we discuss how does a computer work. Every computer goes through the following three stages. These are three stages where computer goes to perform any type of work. First, input. What is input? The data and the instruction which we enter using a keyboard or a mouse into a computer. We enter data using a keyboard or mouse. It called input. What type of data we enter? We can enter numbers, words, pictures, sound and so on as an input. Numbers are 1, 2, 3 and so on. Words are A, B, C, D, etc. Any type of words. Clear? Next, processing. After entering the data and instruction in a computer, the CPU works on the input to give us meaningful information. When we enter the data and instruction, CPU works on that input and give us information. This is called processing. Next, the meaningful information that we get after processing is known as output. After processing, which result we get, it known as output. This input process output cycle can be understood with the help of example. Now we will understand this IPO cycle with the help of example. Now discuss example. See, in this example we will give three input. First 10, 20 and third is plus. This is input. Next, processing. In processing, CPU add 10 plus 20. In output, we will get result 30. This is IPO cycle. Now we take an example of book. Suppose you want to calculate the total marks of different subjects on a computer. We want to calculate total marks of different subjects. What we done? See how the processing takes place in computer. First, input. We will enter data in input. Data is 90, 85, 69, 98, 76, 84 plus. Next, CPU will work on this data by 90 by adding 85, by adding 69, 98, 76 and 84. After adding all this, we will get result on our output devices and result is 502. On the basis of total marks obtained, the teacher calculate the percentage of students and find his or her position in the class. When I will get total marks, then I can calculate percentage and I can find his or her position in the class. Likewise, इसी तरह से we also perform various tasks by following the input process output cycle. We can also perform various tasks. We will discuss this task too. Let us understand it through some day-to-day example. Now we understand this IPO cycle by our day-to-day example. Now see, what are the steps that your mother follows when she prepares a cup of tea? These are steps which your mother follow to prepare a cup of tea. First, she take some water, tea, leaves, milk and sugar as a input. And after that, water, boil, tea leaves, milk and sugar. She will add tea leaves, milk and sugar in processing. After processing, tea is ready as an output. Let us take another example. Now we are taking another example. What do you do when you want to talk to your friend on a telephone? What steps you will do to talk to your friend on call? First, you will dial the number. Who's your friend? Next step is processing. In this step, tower will connect the number. Next, talk to your friend. As a result, you will talk to your friend when number is connected. This is IPO cycle. First input perform and after that processing and after that output. This is our IPO cycle. Thank you much.